Yes, good evening. Sammy here from Football Heritage TV. I just don't know. I don't know where to begin. So I just came out of a meeting and my phone was blowing up. Everyone in the world wants to tell you, when you do YouTube, everyone wants to talk to you about football and Spurs, and I just saw Solanke, and I'm thinking, there's no way we signed Solanke. We can't have, because everyone's told me, that we're going for a data-led approach. Everyone's told me that we're trying to challenge. Yes, Ash, I have. Ash, by the way, yes, Ash, I have. I'll get it to you somehow. Sorry, mate, I got a new number. Look, everyone's told me we're going for this data-led approach. Everyone said, wait for the Euros to finish. But the players are on holiday. And then you find out, and I find this funny. I want to be angry at the club. I want to be mad at how meh this is. And let's be brutally honest, this is meh. Capital M-E-H. This is a club with zero plan. And as I've said here, Spurs really don't have a plan. And if anyone's telling me that Spurs have a plan, I'm asking, what is said plan? Dominic Solanke is decent. He's decent. He's okay. He's had, we're going to bring his stats up in a minute. We'll have a look at his stats. But what are we doing here? What's the plan? What's the aim? We're talking about a guy that's going to be what? Bournemouth don't have to sell him. They've got no problems financially. What are we talking about? 60, 65 million maybe to get him out of club? I don't know. I don't know. You guys tell me. 60 to 65 million. Is Dominic Solanke the best player we can do? I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I genuinely don't know. I keep hearing, Sava, you've got to calm down. We've got a plan. Lang is working on things in the background all year. Eze's the one you want. Tony's the one you want. And I'm not saying they still might not be. But then we're talking about Solanke. I'll get to some of your comments in a minute. It's baffling. And now I know who's going to message me saying, oh, it's okay, he's good, he's had a good year. And then I know who will actually come in and go, well, hang on. Everyone's been telling us that, Ange told us. Ange wants to challenge for titles. I will keep repeating this. Ange said to us, winning mentality is needed from the fan base. And then we're talking about Archie Gray, Bergvall, Werner, and Solanke. I don't know. Let's get some comments before I go into it. Let's get some comments. It's mad. Can you big up a lad I know, Steve? He's an Arsenal fan who likes your opinions and channel. Big up, Steve. I hope you're well. Absolutely. And unfortunately, you've got what you deserve. Solanke balled out. First of all, I'm not 12. I don't say things like balled out. Second of all, I'm about to bring up his stats and show you he doesn't ball out on anything, right? This is mad. If you're going to pay 65 million, 60 million, 55 million for a forward, first of all, why is Ivan Toney not being signed, sealed and delivered? Second of all, what about making a bid for someone like Openda of RB Leipzig? What's wrong with that? First of all, I'm hoping this doesn't happen. I really, really am. I just don't know anymore what we are as a football club. Again, this is a signing. Not saying we've signed him yet, but this would be a signing. This would be a signing where it makes me question, what are we? You all see me ask this all the time. What do we want to be? What are we trying to be? Because Solanke he's okay. He's okay, right? Look, before I get to some comments, let's have a look. Hang on 1 second. Let's share my screen and let's see if everyone can see that. Everyone see that? I mean, look, Dominic Solanke, if we look at this, the guy's, he's been a pro footballer for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seasons, 10, 11 seasons. He's been a pro footballer. And in that time, he's managed to score 77 goals, of which 29 are in the Premier League. Right? So what does that mean? Quick maths, Richard. What's that? 48? Does that mean 48 goals have been, someone will tell me I'm wrong, 48 goals in other leagues? Is that what we're doing? Again, I see people like this. Again, you know who the trolls are. You know who the trolls in our community are. Openda is not Premier League proven. Wow. Solanke has time again proven his value. No, he hasn't. What do you mean? Solanke's done it once, which was last season. What are we doing here? People like a ditcher, no offense, my friend, you deserve nothing. This is absolutely shocking. I mean, if this is the benchmark, being better than Richarlison, I'm baffled. I'm absolutely baffled. So look, if we look here, if we actually have a look at this, I mean, he got 29 goals a couple of years back in the Championship. And then he's had one season with 19 goals. Listen, he scores some good goals. I'm not doubting it. But is he that guy? What are we trying to be? And you could see I'm forever. I'm so confused. People are asking how old he is. Let's have a look. I think he's 26. If we have a look there, Dominic Solanke is nearly 27 years of age. I've got no problem with a player being 27, 28, 29, 30. I've got no problem with that, right? I haven't. It shouldn't be about age. My problem is we're talking about a guy that's done it once. Again, this is you're just absolutely madness. Absolutely madness. This guy's just going to get blocked. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, Solanke is much better than Fulkrog, who plays up front for Borussia Dortmund and for Germany. Yeah, he's much better. What are we doing here? Absolutely, Ash. He only peaked last season. It was due to Bournemouth playing really well last season. It's a huge risk. Again, but Ash, I'll ask this question. Everyone who wants to call me negative, if they then, not you, but if people then want to praise this deal, these people have no ambition for this club. They have no ambition for this football club. This, for me, reminds me of Richarlison when we signed him. This, for me, is that signing over again. It's a guy who has good moments, but this, for me, isn't your prolific player. This is a guy that has scored 29 Premier League goals in 133 Premier League games. What are we doing? What are we doing? It is absolutely madness. I mean, yeah, look, I mean, being better than Richarlison should not be the benchmark for any football club. This should not be the benchmark, right? It shouldn't be the benchmark. This is a really underwhelming signing. Let's get to some of your comments. Honestly, I'm in shock. Just when I think Spurs can't sink any lower, and then you see this comes out. But what this does more than anything, right? What this does more than anything, it shows you that all of this, Ange Postecoglou, we've got a plan. We're not moving away from that plan. All right, cool. As far as I'm aware, Dominic Solanke's been all summer. He's not been at the Euros. So why now? Why, as we now get to the last 28 days of the window, if I'm not including today, from tomorrow, 28 days. 28 days left. And now all of a sudden, Solanke was the target. So what have we been doing all window? If Solanke was the target, why wasn't that on week one of the window? Here, we want Solanke. Get him on that plane. I'm not saying I want him. Get him on that plane. Get him out there. See that? But by the way, sorry, I don't even. By the way, I don't think Tony's the be-all and end-all. By the way, I think he's better than Solanke, but I don't think he's the be-all and end-all. I don't think he is. This is, again, there is no plan. I'm going to call it out. I don't care what Ange comes out and says. Right? There is no plan at this football club. Yet again, they're taking the piss out of everybody who pays for a season ticket. They are taking the piss out of you. This is why I will not do it. This is straight away, we've gone for the one English striker that can't make the England squad. Right? This is mental. Look at this. You know when you've got a troll. Yes, I know we're not Real Madrid. And if you think Tony and Solanke is the highest level we can get, why did we move stadium? Why didn't we stay at White Hart Lane? What are we doing here? This is absolutely mad. And fans like that just there, I almost hope Spurs keep, but I hope for fans like that Spurs buy, yeah, I hope that for fans like that, Spurs buy McTominay and Chalobah. I really hope we do. For fans like that who deserve nothing. Absolutely shocking. Let me get to some comments. I won't be able to get to everyone's, but this is absolutely mad. Hector said, I honestly think Solanke's going to surprise anyone. I mean, again, your standards are on the floor. What are we doing? We're trying to catch Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. And now we've got fans going, oh, I think Solanke will be good. Fans like you will rate anybody. It's embarrassing. I will never change. I will never change for people like you. This is madness. This is absolutely madness. Phil, big up, bro. Hope you're well. Said, to be honest, Sava, all the IT keys are losing my trust. I don't believe half of it, no more than what they say. Mate, Spurs should be the ones losing your trust. Spurs it's a mess. I think it's absolutely pathetic. Destiny Vive, imagine replacing Harry Kane for Solanke. Tony, AFC, has said you guys can't moan at Sava because he's got high standards. Do you know what? Just higher than Solanke. It's absolutely madness. How, I don't know what's going on. It's I just don't know. By the way, smash that like button. Come on, I've jumped on again. It's late in the night. Smash that button. We're only on 50 likes. There's 190 of you in here. Oh, sorry, 170. Don't know what I'm looking at there. No, listen, it's just the fact that we'd even want him. It's the fact, if we paid that but wouldn't get Eze, it's madness. Daniela said, Sava, this is the state of our club. I just want us to be successful, but fans accept mediocrity. Yep. Sweat said, Tony isn't much better than Solanke. Anyways, that's also English hype. Again, I know I'd rather have Hector. And Nkunku's been injured for the season. What's he meant to do when he's injured? What a silly comment. What are you talking about? Nkunku's a really good footballer. Agreed. This, again, it would truly illustrate the levels of ambitions of this club. Absolutely. I agree. I don't think it's much better than Richarlison. I reckon he'll get a few more goals. I don't reckon it's much better. 134 games and 29 goals in the Premier League. I agree. Listen, I agree. I don't think it's by much. Mark has said 65 million is too much. 15 to 20 million would be a good deal. Again, I'd rather apply like Santiago Jimenez. Absolutely. Levy is actively wrecking a club now. I just want people at some point to see the penny has dropped. That again, there is no plan. Every single year, the trolls and the toxic positives tell me, wait till the window. Ange will sort it out. Wait till the window. Poch will sort it out. Conte, Jose, nothing's changing. What is changing? Perchy, big up, bro. Said anyone who backs Solanke, you have the football club you deserve. End of. It's embarrassing. Can't agree more. I can't agree more. Adam, yeah, absolutely. Big up Josh. Said Alvarez is almost screaming to get out of City. Tottenham are desperate for a striker like that. Mate, we don't sign players like that. Sava's not trolling anything. I'm not trolling anything. This is a terrible, there's no ambition. Look at the strikers we've had throughout the years, and then this is what we want to go and get. I don't know. I really don't. Here we go. We have moved stadiums because White Hart Lane was falling apart. No, it wasn't. The new stadium is absolutely beautiful, and I love going to games when I can. Trust the process and backhand. What an idiot. I just can't listen to that nonsense anymore. Agreed. A front three of Werner Johnson. Well, look, you're going to have Son in there, but if Son ever gets injured, this is what you're left with as a front three. This is shocking. Right, Werner, Solanke, Johnson is a title-winning attack. Savritz, high time you started being honest. Yeah, you're right. It's a title-winning attack. I know I back Archie, but why are we getting the only English striker that can't get in the England squad? Lee Smithy Smith. We agree on this one. I think it's absolutely mad. What happened to the data-led approach that everyone keeps telling me about? Big up, Geordie. Hope you're well. What happens to this data-led approach? What is the data telling us on Dominic Solanke? That he's had one good year of over 15 goals, and then that's our guy. Thomas said Lang is sitting on his arse doing nothing. I don't know what this guy is doing. Taremi on a free he's a listen. Getting on a bit, but Taremi on a free. Inter Milan, he'll do wonders there. Listen, he won't start every game because they've got the likes of Thuram and Losandro and Lautaro Martinez. But hey, absolutely madness. And just no idea what he's doing. No eye for talent. Werner, Brennan Johnson, and now Solanke. I mean, this will mean that the forwards, this guy, if he signs Solanke, Ange would have signed Timo Werner, Brennan Johnson, Solomon, Valise, and Solanke. What are we doing? No, no. Bringing in two top wingers, for me, we're not going to do that, by the way. If we buy Solanke, we're not then going to buy two top wingers. For me, it shouldn't mean, oh, well, he's okay as long as we get two top wingers. No, we need better. Bang on. We have to show more ambition. Go so I try and look shocked. I am genuinely shocked that this is what Tottenham do, Tony. Well, I'm not shocked this is how we do it, but it's absolutely mad. Mike Zappa said the new stadium obviously wore 4 years ago. Where is the money? Mate, I completely agree. All of this, the new stadium's lovely and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Block Lancashire and no offer, nothing better. Listen, I just don't know. Oliver Cadell has said, if this is true, I've lost any faith in this football club. Look, again, though, the problem you're going to have, Oliver, you're going to have toxic, positive fans, right, that just tell you these are really good signings because they back everything the club does. Who has said this? Who has said this? I haven't seen anyone say. I haven't seen anyone say this at all. That we're in concrete talks. Again, you've got no. I can't even deal with this troll. I can't. Big up Perchy. Get yourself back in with Sam on a stream soon. I think Perchy's loving life away. I tell you what. Look, Aaron. Even me and you used to lock horns. Look, again. I was told the delay on signings was the Euros. Solanke must have been playing for Spain. This is what I mean. I think that Ange has probably just found out what it's like, right? I think he's just found out what it's like to have Daniel Levy as your chairman. I reckon he's been told all these things. If the rumours about Solanke are true, Sava, then trust in Ange's ability to find us proven quality players. This club will be lost if the window passes. Mate, I don't know how many you need to see. He's already signed Werner twice, Solomon, Valise. I don't know how many Johnson. I don't know how many people we need to see until we. If our attack is Solanke, Son, and Johnson with Werner back up, kiss top 4 trophies, goodbye right now. Yeah, it does scream of mediocrity. And you know what it means for me? It'll be a lot of work to be done by Son again. Big up to a user who said Ange wants to challenge for the top next season. I've not seen any signing that will back up that claim. It's the same shite every year on year. Sad. Big up to you. Thank you very much for the donation. I really appreciate that. And absolutely right. Right. This is the problem. The manager set the tone. He set the tone. We want a challenge for things, right? You've got to have a winning mentality. And then we're signing two 18-year-olds, Timo Werner on loan, and now we're after Dominic Solanke, who's had one good year in a 10-year career. And big up to you, my friend. I hope you're well. Absolutely shocking. By the way, don't forget, tomorrow I will be doing a video premiere with myself and Dave, Irish Hotspur. That will be released at about midday. And definitely we'll be talking about Dominic Solanke. Mate, Lee Smithy Smith. I'd like that guy to be one of our options. I think if not this year, the year after, I think he's going to be a wonderful winger. He's skillful, quick, scores goals, assists. I think he's a really good player. If Solanke scores less than 20 goals, all comps are super chat 100. I mean, Kane, you were easily the most negative joke of a supporter. Well, thanks. Why couldn't you just say you disagree? Fair enough. It is what it is, right? People like this, you just have to take them with a pinch of salt. It's not even a real name, is it? I mean, that's not even a proper spelling of any name. I know. We moved out of White Hart Lane for this. And again, what makes me laugh, right? What makes me laugh is the same people that want to have a go at people like me, people like Stel, people like Danny from Hotspur Hood. They just back every signing. They've got no interest in Tottenham getting better. What they want to do is just look like great fans. That's what they want to do. Listen, I don't know if you saw the other day, I actually worked it out. And in the last 3 seasons, he's played 44% of games. It's madness. Is it just me? It says, I respect the work rate. I don't think Postecoglou does have a say in players to save face. Where's the Kane money? The Kane money, everyone needs, right? The Kane money all went last year. 50 million on Brennan Johnson, 40 million on Maddison, 40 million on Van der Ven, right? We had to sign off on Kulu as well. We made that a permanent deal. Again, another player, meh. Right? Vicario. Those players didn't buy themselves. The Kane money did that. Big up Anthony. Big up Sarah. Solanke doesn't make your front line any better. I just think it's going to be marginal gains if he does for me. I just don't get it. Twisted Complex says, you have to be kidding, Sarah. What a rubbish link. We have to go all out for Tony. Look, for me, I just think like there's so many footballers across the world. Like Dovbyk has just gone, the top goal scorer in La Liga, has just gone for £25 million to Roma. I mean, that's madness. Ange doesn't have talent ID for this level. It's a fact. I agree. I think Ange's talent ID level, if this is Ange, right? Again, we don't know because this is a complete Tottenham thing, right? Ange, I think his level is he's signing players thinking we're Celtic. For me, this is a shocking take. Vlahovic is a very good player. What are we doing here? Sorry, Ash, that's a terrible take. Typing error. Apparently, we're in contract talks with Neto regarding supply. Yeah. Wow. And said, guys, girls, I wish I was joking. I truly wish I was joking, but it's all good fun. Who is Saava? Sava? Oh, are you trying to spell my name? Oh, never mind. Phil Coy said, I think Levy is Anjova. Ange in the group with all the other managers that have been. Listen, but Phil, you keep telling me. Phil, you are one of those fans who keep telling me it's going to be different. We're going to back him. Look what we're doing. Now, do you see why I say the things I say on a daily basis? Because I don't get sucked in like many of you do. I don't get sucked into it. Negative. Is that meant to say negative? Someone send this man a dictionary. Big up to you. Leah said, calm down, guys. Spurs are just exploring Solanke. We've explored every player in professional football at some point this window. Nothing will come of this. I hope so, mate. I hope so. I still don't think it has. Spurs can't even sell Emerson Royale in a month of talks with AC Milan. At this stage, you've got to laugh, right? At this stage. By the way, only 84 likes. Come on, there's 225 of you in here. Surely we've got to get to 115, 120 likes. Smash that like button, people. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. We're closing in again on the 13,000. So please do smash that button and we'll be back to where we were before. I lost about 800 followers when I had a break. Sava, I think you're a top guy. Oh, thanks, Rob. I've lost interest in Spurs. Always the same. It's starting to get that way, isn't it? Andy Fenny has said, I love your passion. Thank you, mate. Admit it, Sava, you've got no clue. I'll admit it. I don't have a clue because what I see from him is weird style of football. So, no, I don't have a clue. Don't pretend you do. Don't pretend you do because no one can actually tell me what Angebro is. Agreed. Oh, Neto isn't a brilliant player. You mean is? Yeah, it is. Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, I agree. Neto for me, it's not about Neto for me is not about ability. It's about fitness. My issue is that most fans will accept Solanke now, but moan in April when he's only got 12, 17 goals and we finished 5th or 6th. Then they'll say we have to give Levy another window. Mate, what they'll do is they'll go, oh, but we let Kane go after bigging up this guy. There's a guy on TikTok saying with the best hub for young players, then proceeds to include Brennan Johnson. We are lost. Oh, mate, he's absolutely mad. I hope so, Adam. I hope so. Kieran has said, why is it when we explore a player that everyone likes, like Eze, everyone says it's a rumour, but when we explore a player like Solanke, they don't like it's treated like a done deal. What do you mean? I think everyone's been talking about Eze all summer. What are you talking about? Everyone's been saying that Eze is the number one choice all summer. Agreed, Ash. Agreed. Agreed. Ardavan said, if this is what you get with the 8th highest revenue in the world, what would happen if we never left White Hart Lane? Relegation? No way. Doesn't add up. Perchy, I love it. I love it. Difficult. Every deal that Spurs apparently want is difficult. Every deal. Joseph said, would you only accept Solanke if Richie was sold but still bought in Tony? Look, if you're going to bring in Tony and Solanke, sure, you've got options. But listen, I can't see the Spurs have got that ambition to go and get them both. I don't mind if Solanke is one of those players being rotated. But if you're bringing him in and he's your main man, not for me. Sorry, not for me. Ron Cooley said, great show, mate. Are we really surprised as Spurs fans? Last major signing was Klinsmann. Yes, we really do have some poor track record in forwards. Roma building a team around Dybala. We're building a team around Brennan Johnson. Yeah, Roma making some good signings. And I was told that everyone in Europe was skint other than Spurs. Roma, Dovbyk. I mean, what's a good signing? Sule, another good player. Ash said we have a whole recruitment team. This is on them. Ange picks off a list he has proposed. So it's all of them, really. How do we know that to be true? How do we know that? I don't know what to believe anymore. Listen, no, I just said if West Ham get him, how comes they're going to have a better striker than us? Right? For me, I think Fulkrog's a brilliant hold-up player. Yeah? He's not going to get you 25 goals, but he's a brilliant hold-up player. Yeah, because JS, some of us have standards and you clearly don't. But that's all right. I come across people like you every single window. You've got no standards. It's up to you if you don't have it. Up to you. Who are you talking to, Tobacco Sugar? What are you talking about? Any more of that, we'll just block you. Ben talks Chelsea. Said, Savage, do you think Ange will have a press conference like Conte? Spurs have had winners like Conte and Jose. Both won nothing and sacked Jose a few days before final. Yeah. Remy Martin, Sava, stop using Just for Men. You know what? I wish I was using Just for Men. Very lucky head of hair, me. What a weird message. Big up to you, though. JS said, Solanke doesn't improve the squad. He's better than what we have. Isn't that the narrative used when talking about Fulkrog? JS, you don't listen. You're a moron. You don't listen. You don't listen. Oh, my gosh. You do not listen. I don't know. I don't know, mate. Explored, looking at. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, as I said, we've got a lot of fans who have got what they deserve the last 24 years. We've got a lot of fans that are losers. They've got a loser mentality. They've had it for years. And unfortunately, they can't get it back. Rob Birch said, Savva, you and Still, the only people I watch on YouTube from Spurs, only speak facts. We'll be lucky to get top 10 this season. I think the difference I think the thing is about Stell and I, we've seen this. A lot of the Spurs YouTubers are quite young or younger. They haven't seen as much as Stella and I have seen. The ones that are older and that are blowing smoke up your bum, they're just happy. They're just happy about anything at the club. For me, nah. Sorry, isn't this the same Solanke that had 19 Premier goals? He's got 29 Premier League goals in 133 games. JS, stop being a clown. If this is the best, right, I'll ask everybody, if this is the best Tottenham can do, we're not serious as a club, are we? What are we hoping for? Why are fans paying the highest tickets in world football? And then we go and sign a Dominic Solanke who's had 1 year of scoring 19 goals. What are we doing? Lee has said, I'm seriously worried about what Ange bought this season without a world-class defensive midfielder. For sure. We've got to get a defensive midfielder. I've said it all summer. That is paramount. If he doesn't get in that defensive midfielder, we're going to be opened up for fun like we were last year. Dean, big up Dean, has said, no surprise, unfortunately, we've no ambition. Any fan wants this, then you're part of the problem. Our rotten club it's now the 1st of August, no preparation. Our THFC is business, football is irrelevant. Bang on. If when fans start cheering for signings like this, I'll ask you a question. If Arsenal right now signed Solanke, what would our fans say? If Arsenal signed Solanke, what would our fans say? If Chelsea did, what would our fans say? If Villa did? But because we're linked to him, I don't know what this troll's on about. Big up. Also, do fans realise that Bookie's Neutral YouTubers podcast thinks that we're going to have a good season? Only Spurs. Yeah, I agree. I agree. No one's worried about us. No one's worried about us. No one is worried about us at all. We're doing nothing. And, mate, I started this show by saying it's meh. M-E-H. Capital M-E-H. Yeah, I mean, listen, who are you talking to, Sam? Who are we talking to in the chat? Yeah, I've been supporting Spurs longer than most of these trolls have been alive. Probably as long as their parents, right? That's what makes me laugh. These people haven't seen any success. I've seen success. I've seen Spurs win proper trophies. Lots of these people haven't. I'd take him all day. Can you imagine? All day long. All day long. Euro, mate, no idea. No idea. Big up, Phil. Yeah, the window isn't shut yet. Holding on to hope for 29 days. What's frustrating is that the young players who are brought in I like, but where's the proven quality? Kane, you don't have to be it. The funny thing is, you complain about me and you're here watching me. You do know right now, Kane, and I'm sure this isn't a secret for anyone, you're making me money. You're paying me to be rude to me. Thank you. Well done, you. No, Brian Daigle is not selling himself out. No, he's not. Brian Daigle's probably on there talking about why he doesn't like Levy. So, no, he's not selling out. Anthony said, Aston Villa spending 170 million, Tottenham spending 50 million. You'd think Tottenham were the poorest club out of the two. We're very poor. Look, Lee, I don't know. A lot of people have been saying they think he's going to won't make it till Christmas. I just can't believe someone looked at my hair and thought that I'm using Just for Men. Cheeky buggers. I haven't got a grey hair in there, have I? Maybe a couple in the beard, but this is a wonderful, wonderful head of brown hair right there. Mate, I can't believe, right, if Dovbyk, everyone knew he was available. The La Liga top goal scorer, he's got 73 goals in his last 92 games in all competitions, right? 25 million? Nah, don't want him. And then our fans, what makes me laugh is the fans saying now, oh, Solanke, yeah. When I said the other about Dovbyk, oh, what's he done? You're like, are you kidding me? It's absolutely mad. Yeah, JS sums up our Spurs fans. You're so lost, you're comparing Dross to some we already have like Richarlison. Absolutely, mate. Big up, Josh. How you doing, bro? Josh said, Sava, the question is, Tottenham have gone down over the years. Our ambition has dropped. Maybe Solanke is the level of a Tottenham striker. I think we can do much better. It's only the level of a Spurs striker because everyone still pays to go and watch this crap. It doesn't matter what happens. I think it's harsh using stats against Solanke. He only just had one season at a club playing good football. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, big up, Yusuf. Hope you're well, my friend. And no, we are not. It is what it is. Oliver Roots said, anyone saying Fulkrug is crap's delusional. Plays right into West Ham's game. Imagine Bowen and Kuda. Oliver, thank you. And this is the thing. If you are not prolific, and I don't think Fulkrug's your 25 goal a season, man, but he is absolutely brilliant at hold-up play. He's brilliant in the air. He puts his weight back. He's an old-fashioned striker. He's an old-school striker that will have the likes of Kudus, Bowen, Somerville, and Paqueta running off him. And I think if they get him, for them, I think that's a superb signing. I really do. Yeah, we have... Listen, don't knock Travis Scott. He could be up front next season with Solanke. Yeah, well, we would as well. We would as well, mate. Don't you worry about that. Spurs Truth TV said, Sava, I think we will sign a world-class player on the last day of the window. When was the last time Spurs signed a world-class player? Come on. There is always an excuse. I agree. This is what I mean. Ant, you're reading my mind. What I love, Ant, is we've now seen 5 or 6 forwards in 1 year that Ange Postecoglou has signed, even without Solanke, and people are still going, oh, this could be good. Absolutely, Kevin. If this will be a marquee signing if we sign him. No, Hector, but you've got to understand there's a huge difference. Havertz they didn't sign Havertz with the aim of him being a 20-25 goal a season man. Havertz does for Arsenal what he does for Germany. People have got to stop just doing this in terms of goal stats. This isn't an out-and-out goal scorer. This is a guy that runs the channels, holds the ball up, drops deep, brings others into play. It's very different. Solanke's a goal scorer, right? But what else is his game? Just man. Oh, yeah, don't worry about him, Sam. He's an idiot. Aaron has said, Sava, I truly can't believe this. This is absolutely shocking. You can't wait for me to read that Hector message. This, if it's this one, I just, you have to laugh. Are you moaning, Sava? So, Rick, you want Solanke? You want Solanke, Rick? Again, I've noticed you're another one, Rick. You're another one who's a sheep. Every single signing Tottenham go to make, oh, yeah, good, I like this. This is good. Where's your ambition? Why is it me moaning for more ambition is seen negative? What is wrong with you, Rick? You're a loser. Look, crybaby Sava. Listen, this is your football club as well, apparently. If you want to be rubbish all the time, keep going for it, man. Keep going for it. Thank you for being here. You're paying me to be here. Just remember, you're all paying for me to be here. Any troll, you're paying me. Right? Let that sink in. Yeah? Listen, absolutely. Absolutely. This, and more this. Look at these two. These two could be our 2 centre forwards. Look at their goal ratios. Look at their goal ratios. One is 1 in 5. They're both what? 1 in 4-ish? 1 in 4.5-ish? Absolutely shocking. Kieran has said, I've seen everything you've seen, Sava. I just hope the Solanke link is nothing. Well, Kieran, if you have, then let's stop pretending that we're going for decent players, shall we? Yeah, oh, listen, we know this Rick C guy. We know who he is as well. You know the YouTubers, we know who these people are. Mike, we all talk. Everyone trades the trolls. We all go, that's them. Yeah, if you go in and look at we all know. We all know it is. Yeah, yeah. Why don't we go and get Patrick Bamford? Rob has said, I've been supporting Spurs since '99 with my dad. Nothing will change, lads. Unless Levy leaves, it ain't happening. Listen, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. Dartha said, Solanke is worse than Richie. Scored a few more goals in well over 1,000 more minutes. I would have taken Dovbyk. I really, really would. Oh, mate, maybe, but I ain't got any. At least wait for me to go Greyfield before anyone knocks me about it. Terry O'Shea said we're meant to be replacing Kane and end up deciding on a striker that barely replaces Richie. Oh, why do you keep skipping my views? I don't know what that means. Sorry, what do you mean? I don't know what that means. Spurs Live says, Sava, very interested to hear your thoughts on Jed, Will Lancashire and Moore. What kind of a role can each play this season? I think Will Lancashire will be out on loan. I think Mikey Moore will get a few minutes here or there because he can't go on loan if I'm right because he's too young. And Jed Spence, meh. I don't know. Maybe Europa League games if he's not sold. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Look, for me, I'm more worried about what senior pros are we bringing into this club at this moment in time, Josh. I want to know what we're doing as a football club, right? But hey, yeah. So Musa Yusuf, another troll. Where are all these trolls coming from? Fulkrug ain't better than Solanke. At what? At what, Musa? At what? People don't have... I think what I've learned as I've got older is a lot of younger people don't have any critical thinking. They just say stupid things like this. Where are we? GKD, there you go for a name. Spurs Truth TV, yet talks about Spurs and world-class players in the same sentence. Oh, how we laugh. Lewis has said, so while West Ham are trying to buy one of Bundesliga best strikers last season, we're just exploring Solanke. Hey, listen, I don't see any real difference between between Spurs and West Ham. Oh, my God. I hope so. Jazz, I hope so. Let's all say a collective prayer that this doesn't happen. Arsenal also have a striker issue too, and they're a joke of a club. I mean, look, Arsenal just scored a hell of a lot of goals in that season, didn't they? But hey, it is what it is. Quinny, I agree. I would rather throw Lancashire in the deep end than waste money on Solanke. I actually agree. I truly believe he should be out on loan, but I do agree with you. Smash the like button, people. We should be getting up to 200 likes now. We won't be going for forever, but let's look. We are only 149 away from the 13K we were at. So if you haven't, please do. And I apologise that I attract so many trolls. It's what happens when you interact with the chat. Unfortunately, a lot of Spurs YouTubers don't interact with the chat. So they don't ever build rapport with trolls. And unfortunately, I have. And yeah, sounds like them. Yeah. Phil Coys has said, what type of striker do we need for Andy's style? Someone who can hold the ball up and bring attackers into play or pacey forward as a fox in the box. I think we need someone that can bring players into play. I think that you've got runners. You've got Maddison. You've got Kulu. You've got Son or Werner or Johnson. I think we need someone who can hold the ball up. Teams will put 10 men against us. Getting to a fox in the box is very difficult. Sure, listen, each to their own, but it doesn't move the needle, does it, for me? And this is why I think people don't get context as well. For me, I think Fulkrug, let me just set the record straight. Fulkrug for West Ham is a superb signing. For where they are, what they're trying to be, is a superb signing. Does that now make people understand my point a bit better? Hey, it is what it is. Yes. I heard this about Richarlison. I heard this about Werner. I've heard this about Brennan Johnson. I heard this about Unji and Kudu, Janssen, Lorente. I've heard this about so many people. And I still have trolls like you in here all the time saying this silly stuff. Hasn't Guirassy joined Borussia Dortmund? If I'm not wrong, Guirassy has joined Borussia Dortmund. Do you know, it's not about being the lead gunner, but again, Lee doesn't want to settle, and I get that, right? He doesn't want to settle. He got too many fans that want to say things like, we're going to win a league, we're going to win a league, we're going to win cups, and then go, oh, I like this average signing. The two can't work. People have a hard on for Ange because he told us to play the Tottenham way against QPR, and Conte and Mourinho didn't. Agreed. But wait, we were told from the beginning that we wanted to act fast and we were waiting for the Euros to sign Eze, Tony, Doué, Yeah, absolutely, mate. And now all those fans who said, oh, but the Euros. All right, the Euros finished 3 weeks ago. What are we doing? Terry, bang on, mate. Bang on, Terry. It doesn't actually look like a rebuild. It looks like we're knocking everything down. I feel like we're just getting worse and worse. I don't know what's going on. I don't mean like from league position, but it just feels like it's just worse and worse with a lack of ambition. Yeah, but Phil, that's not how we play. Jonathan David, oh God, Phil, again, you're another. What are we doing here? If you have teams who put 10 men behind you, you can have a fast, pacey forward. You've got to get it to him. I don't think people quite understand this. I don't think, which is why Man City have Haaland, big target man they can put the ball into, right? Big, striking, powerful guy who can push the centre halves around. Oh, if we're going to play Jonathan David up front, we might as well play Son up front. What are we doing? Hated the Werner signing. Solanke was excellent. You were saying Gyökeres and Tony both only had one good season too the other day. Mate, JS, I don't think Tony's the be-all and end-all either. Listen to what I'm saying. I think these are all very easy deals. Gyökeres isn't an easy deal because he's going to be about 80 million. Right? But I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know what we want. Hello, Hannah and Alex. Big up to you. EJ said people treat Fulkrug like Giroud when he was at Arsenal. I think he's a similar profile of player in that regard. It's madness. It's madness. Whenever I watched Germany in the Euros, when I watched Dortmund last year, any time that ball went into Fulkrug, it stuck. He was a nuisance. He held it up. He brought the likes of Musiala into play, the likes of Adeyemi, and those lads at Dortmund, Sancho. Again, if you get a big bustling centre forward, if you've got runners, you're fine, right? Bayern Munich, it will work for Kane there because he had runners. Kane, you put the ball into him and hold it up and you've got runners. For England, we had no runners. Simple. Me too, mate. Me too. I agree. He is much better. He brings team. Listen, I'm not saying for 1 minute Spurs should go all out and sign Fulkrug. But again, it's just embarrassing that West Ham, for example, would be getting a better player than we would. It's just strange. AJ, big up, bro. It is what it is. JS, no. I can tell the trolls. JS. I do this every day. Look, the YouTubers who YouTube every day, we start to realise who the trolls are. Yeah, it's the same names that go around, JS. YouTubers message each other going, you got this guy, and I've got that troll. You got the, because they know. It's the same thing on each show. But again, Soldado, brilliant centre forward, bought without a plan. Soldado spent his career in Spain playing in a 2. Yeah, he was the guy in the box. The big man knocked it down. Soldado finished. He comes to Spurs. We play him in a 1 and ask him to run the channels. We never seem to buy people that fit. It's just madness. It's just madness. Your moderator is a girl. Put me in a timeout. Well, you come in here and all you've done is trolling. Rick, we see you trolling from show to show. So if you're going to keep trolling and being rude, you're going to get put in timeouts. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'd rather Ronnie Rosenthal. Oh, who remembers that hat-trick against Southampton? Was it 6-2, 6-3 that game? God, I remember that. Is what it is. Yeah, I just love it. What would annoy me is if that was the top target. Of course it would be. If we signed him, who else do you think we're going to get? Big Joe Chubb said, there's no space in behind you, Donut. I don't know what that means. Okay. No, I will not go on to X or Twitter. No. No, couldn't think of anything worse. Where are we? So I'm just trying to catch up. GKD said Morata is a prime example as to not really being a high scoring striker, but look how he played for Spain. He linked the play so well. Not saying get him, but I mean, we need to listen again, like he's just moved somewhere, hasn't he? Morata. I can't even, where did Morata just sign for? Anyway, but again, sometimes you know when you're signing a player what you're getting. I wouldn't sign Morata if I want 30 a season. I would sign Morata if I want someone to link up play. Same as Fulkrog, right? So, yeah, different strikers. I mean, I don't rate Jonathan David that much, if I'm brutally honest. Go away. Leah said, Spurs True TV, why are you happy with an average striker who had one purple patch? Guys, we're going to go for another 8 minutes and then we will finish up. This was just an impromptu show. Please smash that like button. Please do subscribe as well. We're on 171 likes. We should be on 200. We've got 8 minutes of the show left. Yes, he's just gone to Milan, who are making a few decent signings. Yeah, AC. Yeah. I completely agree. I think he's a good player for them. CB, this is what's happened for the last 20 odd years. We get really good footballers in. We don't build around them, right? We don't build around them. They end up leaving. And that is what Tottenham do. That's the history. That's the history of Daniel Levy, unfortunately. And people still love it. So, yeah, but you know, if it, look, yeah, I just can't. Oh, dearie me, what's happening at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? Listen, guys and girls, I will end the show early there. Please smash the like. I will have a video coming out tomorrow at 12. It will be myself talking with David Harris from Irish Hotspur. And we'll be talking all things Ivan Toney, Tottenham, and this is a guy I'd rather have Kuva up front, holding the ball up. Big up, Kuva. Can you please play up front? Let me know. What do you think of Solanke, Kuva? It's meh, or are you happy with this? Do you know what? We never ever do we go from a position of strength. We always go from a position of weakness. Big up to you. Big up to you all. Big up to Josh King Coys, who said same goals as Watkins in a worse team. But yeah, but it's one season, Josh. It's one season, right? Yeah, I don't know. Look, if we're going to keep doing this again, anyway, I haven't got the energy. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, we've got a watch along live on Saturday for Tottenham versus Bayern Munich. Exactly, Kuva. Exactly. This is what we do. One good year. Big up, Ash. Absolutely, he did. Absolutely, he did. Big up, Chris. How you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, I know, mate. This is what we're at. I don't know. Listen, as I said, I don't know what to believe. But Jonathan David, Solanke, this is where we're shopping. It is what it is. Guys, girls, take care. I must go. Joshua Jones, thank you for becoming a new channel member. Really, really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for all your support. Everybody, see you later. And as always, come on, you Spurs.